It's completely different than we used to do.
I actually think it was one of the most interesting exhibitions that I've seen here.
I think that you need to keep it simple.
I think it's really important to know who your target group is.
Start with a good story. Of course, it should be based on facts. And facts, you can find a lot of them. So what you need to start to do is to find a narrative in the historical facts.
Don't make it difficult, and you don't have to go into every detail. It's better if you use the senses and emotions, but the details are not that important.
You need both the museum curator and the drama pedagogue, and it's like in the meeting of these two professions something happens.
I think it's important that the drama and the theatre pedagogues are present within the making of the exhibition from start, so we get used to the material, to the stories, to the facts, to the interpretations, so we can create from there.
As a museum person, you should look around in your neighborhood and see are there any drama groups, any theater you can cooperate with, because I think this is very beneficial for both parties.
And also ask ourselves, what is the story we want to tell, or do we want to tell different stories? Whose stories are we representing?
It's kind of different if you play like a theater, then you maybe have this fourth wall, but here you don't have it. You play with the audience.
It's really important to know the frame. What is our mission? What stories, what characters?
And often if you work with a dilemma, it's very easy to make the audience emotional if they have to help somebody or something. But it's very good to have some kind of mystery or some questions that you don't answer in the beginning.
We are dealing with a quite recent history. The mines were closed like in 1992, and it's also not only the acting is important, but also the involvement of the community. And that's why we prefer not to work with professional actors, but with amateur companies which are based in our region, because these people who are acting there are people whose fathers, whose grandfathers actually worked on the mine, so they have a more connection with our subject.
It was really interesting to see how the working conditions were, for example. And it's like, oh, is that how my clothes are made? And so anything that sort of brings it back to the person coming, and it makes it more tangible of, okay, of course I should care about this, versus this art has nothing to do with me, I have no idea what they're talking about.
For big projects, the team that works on it, it's very important to have a person for every part that you need to get the project done.
Dare to try. I would say that to any museum. Dare to try something small. It hasn't have to be a great big show. It can be one actor, it can be one story, it can be a monologue about a certain person, and you have all the facts, you deliver all the facts to that actor, and he writes a monologue from what you deliver. And that could be it. That could be enough to start with. And then you will see what the reactions will be from the audience, and then you can try and take another small step.
It would be great, for example, to continue with these projects, because we learn a lot.
It wakes people up and you see things differently.